Hey, I'm Kev Care. Welcome back to Ride 3, where last time we had a blast from the 80s in the season championship at the end. But now we head to the icons of the 250cc class as their heart beats at a two-stroke. Continuing the trend of road bikes derivated from competition bikes at the start of the 90s, the 250cc start to make its mark amongst fans. All the greatest motorbike constructors have their own version of this two-stroke bike, which tickles the fancy of those who dream of racing in world championships like their heroes. While no longer produced 250cc bikes still represent the most evolved version of two-stroke sports bikes today, on a special place in the hearts of motorcycle fans. As we have got 4 races and a time attack to do, and we could win a 1919 SP02. So, let's get going then. As first off, we head to Algarve for the first time. And of course, we have to choose a 250cc bike. So we already have our Kawasaki KR1S250. But we could also choose the Suzuki RGV250R, which actually seems to be a bit better, as unfortunately, you need to complete the 2-stroke 125cc volume to get the Honda NSR250R, and to get the Yamaha TZR250R, we have to complete the return of the 2-stroke. So, should we get the Suzuki, as we've already raced the Kawasaki? I've already showed out how awful I am on the Kawasaki. Let's show how awful I am on the Suzuki now. To get to choose some colours, as we could go with that with a very bright blue, or the classic red and white. That's a pretty nice looking black and kind of pink colour. That's almost like 80s style, is it? But we like our bright colours, so should we go with the blue? There's again the intro for another bike, as there's a Suzuki. Looking very nice. I do like the old kind of retro styles as well, with the lettering. From 1995, almost as old as I am. As introduced to the market in 1988, the RGV250, also known as Gamma, has undergone various improvements over the years, increasing power and perfecting the chassis. The successor model in this series is surely the RGV250R, heavier than the base model, 139 kilograms compared to 128, but also more powerful at 62 horsepower, 11,000 RPM compared to 58 for the prototype. The liquid-cooled 2-stroke engine with 90-degree V-cylinders shows its best when the tachometer hand goes over 8,000 RPM. At 11,000 RPM, fun is short by the 39 Nm torque. The engine sound is memorable, characterized by the 2 strokes of the time. And talking about the bike, the braking system. And if you are the nostalgia type, then this is the bike for you as well. As if given your young age, you've never tried a 2-stroke bike, you won't regret it. Hopefully not, as we are around Algarve for the first time, looking at a very spectacular building. I swear this isn't like Abu Dhabi, where the main feature, actually the impressive thing about the circuit, is the hotel that lights up and stuff in the Ferrari world. Algarve is actually a decent circuit. So before we start the championship, there's one thing we've got to change, and that is the difficulty balancing. As you can see, we were a bit off last time, maybe too strong the time before, and we've really just keeping it at a fixed level seems to be from circuit to circuit. So we're going to set difficulty balance into automatic. Been reluctant to choose this setting because I'm basically giving the difficulty control to Milestone, and I don't really trust Milestone to actually give me the proper difficulty on every circuit. But let's see how it works out in this championship at least. So we are with our newest 250 bike, back on our Suzuki as well. To get underway for 2 laps of fun here in Portugal. Just about defending 8th off the line. Not the smoothest getaway, I admit. So towards the first right-hander, then a flat-out run and a much tighter right-hander coming up. Just to try and dive up the order into the top 5 maybe. Up into 4th, beautiful. And now on the outside, getting the slipstream off the leader. As we've got riders moving in on us. Try and make it 3 wide. Bit wide on the exit. So elbow to elbow for the lead though. Let's head towards the right-hander. So not quite close enough to make the move.
Not bad for the next right though. So up the hill. And then we've got a double apex corner here. Bit of unusual line into it. Let's go downhill again. You're seeing one of the main things about this circuit, the undulation. Maybe don't make the best use of it sometimes because most of the undulation is kind of in the middle of a straight. So after straights, mostly you're braking downhill. And see in the middle sector, you're mostly braking uphill. And as we come to the end of a lap, I believe, we've got many different configurations around. I think this is the last corner. Look how beautiful this is. Just fast right-handed, get the bike in early and hard on the power and just accelerate downhill. Let's head towards the line, uphill, then down again. Look at the slipstream we're getting. We're going to be leading across the line. Just need to do that on the last lap then. Let's see Leo in Portugal by just a 10th. Let's head towards the first corner again. Mostly wide again. That's not good braking. Modern facility, Algarve. One of the few modern sets I really do love. So lots of tarmac run off to save us. Is he gonna power nice and early for the back straight? Feels like this is a 2-horse race between us and second. It's a bit wide on the exit, but we managed to make it through. Now heading into the fast right. Oh, hello. Kind of scared us there. Appeared right behind us, so we couldn't really see what was happening next. We've got half of that to take back this victory. Flat out through the left, once again taking that very narrow line. Really want to take a wide line and then cut back. Not just stay very wide all the time like I did. But as long as we're this close heading out the final corner, we're there. We can do what we did on the first lap at least. It's downhill, get on the power early. Now be brave through this final corner. Now power nice and early. Oh, beautiful drive. We're going to get the run towards the line, are we? It's an elbow to elbow. This is very close. But we're taking the victory in the first race. Great race. Break the 2-minute barrier as well. And get lots of credits and reward and 3 stars. Very successful beginning. So time with our Suzuki as we beat the Honda by just a 10th in the end, and then everyone else can just go home. In this side, look how close the best laps were as well. I'll say the difficulty is okay then for this first race, even though in this side we're on a different difficulty level compared to everyone else though. And next up we head to the long Donington circuit for some time attack. So here we go for 3 laps to beat a 142.8 on this fabulous Donington circuit. As we brake very cautiously into the first corner. I think that's Redgate, I think that's called, because then we've got the crane of curves coming up. Definitely do know these. Very spectacular. Yeah, and then we head towards the old hairpin. Not really a hairpin anymore though. And through the left kink. Towards, I think this is called Hill, isn't this? This bend. Always want to try and get that late apex. And you want to get a very early apex for the next corner. We head on to the back straight. Most important, you want to get on the power early. Keep that momentum going. And now we go into the chicane to the left. This is a circuit that they used when the old MotoGP 500cc's used to rattle around there. But going pre-level. No doubt we can take that much quicker. I think we could take that even in 4th gear. Didn't have to brake that much. Now the out of tight hairpins, the end of that. This is totally the line you're meant to be taking. And then you would expect this to be even tighter, this hairpin, but it actually opens up quite well on the exit. Well, you can get on the power much earlier than you think. Let's have we at least got 2 stars. We do. Okay, so we got to gain just over 2 seconds. Easy enough, surely. That's a bit better into the first corner. Again, we're maybe closing up that corner a bit too much on entrance. Need to open it up a bit more. So towards the old hairpin. Oh, turning way too late. Somehow we're still a second up though, despite some grass tracking. Oh, that was better through there, using some curb. Oh, slowed down too much though. Into the next corner. Maybe you could have taken that in 4th gear. Let's try and take this next chicane in 4th, shall we? So we're over a second up. Once again, grass tracking a bit. That's much better. Now, the most important braking point. Getting slowed down for this hairpin. That's not too bad. I can definitely see we're quicker than our previous lap. This could actually be close if we nail this final corner. It's out of it. This will be close. I think we're a bit slower though, are we? No, nailed it. 41.6. As we go through the nice rank. How dare you, game? As we get 3 stars again. Nailed it by over a second in the end. As next up we head to Japan and the Sugo circuit. Not on the Kawasaki though, not as advertised. As here we are at the halfway mark then. As we're up for more. To that front, going for glory again as we just about chop off the Yamaha at the start. We still dropped to 10th, approaching the first corner. So we're using lots of curve there. Don't be doing that too much around it. As we got the outside line. Kind of held up by Sith. Oh, and then hit the curbing on the outside. They just about survive for another corner. So once again, using all that curbing, taking 5th. Nice and early on the power. Using all that curbing on the exit. And beautiful slipstream as well down this back straight. Let's hopefully our gearing isn't too short. We're using the same gearing from Algarve, which actually seemed to work perfectly, so I'm guessing it won't be. As we try and outbrake everyone. So still going 2 wide. For a second, make it 3 wide. As we really catch up to the leader in that section. As we're behind Bayliss. By less than 3/10. As no, we got the chicane. Well, you got to ruin the fun. There's a bit of grass. That is not the best. But when you want to go down a long straight. We're just about clinging on to second. As we head towards the line and the second lap. No, that guy's got like a 1.3 second lead. How the hell are we going to close that up? That wasn't too bad first few corners. Got to try and break clear of the pack behind. And really be aggressive everywhere. Definitely close through the chicane. There's no curb pushed us wide. Did not hook us around on that occasion. We might be in slipstream range down this back straight. So we do have a chance here. But I've got the feeling we've got to make the move before the chicane. As you've gained a second. Now this is our area. Got to hook up these two corners. Let's try and make the move to the inside. Come on. Oh, he blocks us off. But the inside line, no. We both run wide. As he try and cut back on the exit, no. Come on, can we get the toe? I'm leaning forward, I'm ducking. It's not going to work. God's sake. We had the pace to win, though. Just got stuck on that first lap. That was pretty frustrating, but we do still get 2 stars. We won't complete a volume then, unfortunately. No, it just proves we're just over half a second quicker than anyone else. As we head back to the Nürburgring, but this time the short Grand Prix layout, not the mini Grand Prix layout. I believe this is a penultimate event. So getting close to the end. On board the Suzuki. Definitely have enjoyed it. We've got another 2-lapper. Wish these races for 3 laps minimum. Let's see what we can do in the first corner. We get all the way down to first. So this is the first time we've seen our opponents as well. On the course this length, so at least here in the Nürburgring. So see what they're like. You tried to cut back, but everyone just holding their line. They barge away into 5th. Very close to the leaders. As now we go in the middle. We split this Grand Prix, the full Grand Prix circuit in half, and rejoin after the Schumacher S. So, what are these big chunky curbs? That's where they're going. So I guess we take the lead. Let's head towards... Is this the Vidal chicane we got up here? Or was it the Schumacher chicane? I forget what it's called now. There's the normal Grand Prix layout chicane as... We mucked that up. Now into the Coca-Cola curb, I remember this being called. And onto the Starfish straight. What is with these chunky curves though? They could house a whole family in those curbs on the exit of that. Very big, as we lead by 2.2 seconds. Pretty cool seeing our rider doing the gear changes there. Into the left foot. It's all a bit wide. Still not the biggest fan of this section, but I understand it does give side-by-side racing. Do miss the old fast S-spins out at the start of this lap, but then we didn't have much overtake on any old modern Nürburgring layout. At least for that first section now, you can be side by side for the whole of that section, really. They still lead by 2.2 seconds. Totally legitimate line used there. Gone to the back straight. Unfortunately, that's the problem with this circuit, is that it's got quite a lot of fast corners. You really only got this overtaking spot. Gone to the first corner around here. Oh, and I guess the hairpin at the bottom of the hill. Too, but you have to be really good in the few corners before then. That's with 3.7 up. For the first time, the difficulty has failed us. It's been very close so far. Especially in Algarve and Sugo, but round here, We are the master of the Nürburgring. As he just beat 1 minute 40 as well. Very happy with that. Just a shame we're going to have to go back and get that star in Sugo. But yeah, we are 4 seconds quicker than anyone else. And now the final event, which head back to Great Britain and the Alton Park circuit, the second shortest layout, I think that is, we're using. So we are lined up for possibly the final time aboard our Suzuki as we rev it up. Get underway for 2 laps. As also as everyone goes to the right hand side again at the start. We can just dive down the inside for the first right-hander. Into the top 5 already, are we? Let's head towards this tight left. Looking around the outside. Normally, we may be going straight on there, but it actually is a full left-hand bend there. As they're going for the lead. For the hairpin. Shame we're not doing a full circuit. Did off that hairpin with the banking at the end after the left kink. I'm sure we'll do that later. That's how we've got a chicane coming up, I think. Oh, don't want to hit that inside sausage curb. So we'll manoeuvre that beautifully. Taking the lead. And now we could run away again. Just like we did in Nürburgring last time. On the Nürburgring. Oh, you can take that in 5th gear. Didn't even need to go down the 4th. Of course, we're a bit slower going into that corner now. It's using all the curb on the exit. So go on to the second lap. And we've already got a second lead. So this bike, still not my favourite. Still the naked bikes are my favourite bikes so far that I've ridden. But this bike is up there, maybe second best. Or second favourite at the moment. Because I love how it just actually goes into the corners. Like, engine braking's really useful on this. So the bike actually goes into the corners pretty beautifully. Like, I can be much more aggressive with this bike than I have with the previous few bikes, including the Kawasaki. And yeah, love this Suzuki. Have more bikes of these, please. It seems like the Auto Diffy worked well at first, but now, as you can see in these last couple of races, we're 2.4 ahead. I'm not sure if it's just keeping it to 100 and maybe rubber banding. I think is the idea behind it, or if it actually is just changing the difficulty from race to race, but don't seem to have worked too well in this championship. We'll try it for the next one. Because of course you can't really tell from just one championship. We need to try it over multiple championships, but another victory aboard the bike, 133.4. No doubt we can go much quicker than that. And we get beautiful 5 stars, the maximum. As we win by 4 seconds. And annoyingly, we are just missing that 1 star. Should we actually go back to Sugo and see if we can get that star with the bit of the shorter gearing as well? That seemed to work really well around Alton. So we go then, maybe for the final time in this championship. Sure we can do this. Got a decent start. Managed to hold off the Yamaha at the start as well. Now towards the first corner, got to be aggressive and brave. Down the inside, quite a few riders. As we're up to 4th. Fantastic start. Much better than our first attempt. Seen it down the inside for 3rd, not quite. But then if we're aggressive through the chicane, we can take 3rd, we can take 2nd round the outside, we can take 1st. Slicing through the field like a knife through butter. So you hold it. Yes. Now we just got to hold this for a lap and a half. I'm sure it'll be easy. It's proven to be for most of this championship. First change, now no braking point. Now, if Romy had riders in front of us, we can just go off. In that case, we actually had to sink for ourselves for once. I think just pull away in this section. 1.3 seconds. Now can we do this chicane? No. Turn. So we definitely need to improve the chicane on the second lap. But let's see the run to the line. Do we hold on if we mess up the chicane? Are we doing this first lap? I think we do. At least we got that in the back of our minds. We got that knowledge with us. So 4 tenths up. Because you really got to treat these first 2 corners as just one corner. Like you're slowing down in the first spot, then you're accelerating through the second. Like you should for most double corners. But easy to forget to do that. Always do it in the F1 games, say around Sepang or in China. Actually gained a couple of tenths in that first set. That's not too bad. So once again, that curve just wants to push us out wide. Using all the curbing. Got to use all of the advantages you can. I mean, that's why they invented curbing, right? For us to just track extend everywhere. So once again, we gained a second in that first part of that, and then we got these 2 corners where we just gained bucket loads as well. Especially when we're aggressive over the curves like that. 2 seconds up now. So let's get it slowed down. Very slow. God, this chicane's annoying. Get out of here, Cone. Just give us the long right-hander, damn it. I do like the Sugo circuit. It's a shame we don't see it more. Games would love to see this in, say, Forza or Gran Turismo, iRacing. Just any other game, really. It'd be beautiful to see. As we win up to rank 75. And now we've got all the stars. As we're an expert. I'm not sure I'd say that. I'm still an amateur, I think, but we do win by 2 seconds. That ton of bouncing was off as we were quicker by 1.7 seconds in the end. Maybe we just got better. Maybe the gearing did help. As I said, when you engine brake and get it right, it really does suck up to the apex of a corner. This is our new bike. Another one I had to the collection. Our second volume complete as well. I think we got one more and then we get that invitational at the end. Do you want to set this as our main bike? Why not? So another very successful outing then. Let's go back. Next time we'll be discovering the world, the most beautiful country tracks. As I've only got 2 more volumes to get that maximum stars in, so hope we can do that. Hopefully I won't have to go back and then I will show off the invitational, but we'll see what we do as we got 25 stars to fight for as well. Could there be a championship in there too? We'll find out next time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.